What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today is the day.
The final day.
In Terre Haute.
Terre Haute. We've had a hoot in Terre Haute.
And look what we got.
The attention grabber.
Oh my goodness.
But she deserves attention too.
Well, you know that guy that just rolled by?
Yeah.
And we were getting ready to film. A guy rolls up and stops and had to ask, number one, what is it?
What the hell is that? Yeah.
Yeah. And then he didn't believe that it made exhaust sounds. And he wanted to talk about it for a while. And this is a theme with this car. If you buy one of these, get ready to have people stop you all the time and want to talk to you about it.
Yes.
Which I don't mind, except for today because I'm trying to leave.
I walked in the house. I just kept on going. But of all ages.
Yes.
I mean, young, old, black, white, everybody just
Yes.
seems to really want to know what it is.
Well, when they don't sell any, and so I heard, and I don't know if it's true, but I heard they only made like 5,000 of these.
Really?
Yeah, like that's it for now anyway. So yeah, you're talking about 5,000 at least in the USA.
Yeah.
Nobody's seen these.
So
So today, the goal is 700 miles back home.
And we're going to be smart about it this time.
Yeah, I've got a plan.
Okay.
I'm not going to rely on this smart car to navigate us to the chargers anymore.
No.
I'm going to take it in and get a software update. And I'm sure I forgot in the first video where this car was having problems and I said we were going to software update it in Terre Haute. I think I forgot to tell them that they called me right back and canceled after I played the YouTube card.
You played that a couple of times.
I did.
But you have to.
It works.
It works.
It does. People are suddenly really willing to help you and work with you. So we did not get the software update. So my idea is we've had nothing but good luck with GM Energy charging stations. Even Electrify America has failed us on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
So even though it may be a tad out of the way from time to time, as long as it's not something crazy, like more than 20 miles, I'm going to rethink it. But if it's within like 20 miles, I think it's worth just going to the chargers that we know work and work well.
Because it's just like pulling up to a gas station.
Yeah.
A gas pump. You just, and you're good. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the idea. First stop is the GM charging station in St. Louis.
Which is how many miles away?
170 or something.
Oh,
160, 170.
Easy.
So that's a good, decent ways away.
Yeah.
So we're going to try that. Then to complicate things even more, and I'm hoping because driving this electric car here was very complicated. We almost didn't make it.
Yeah.
So now that I think I've got that figured out, hopefully there's GMs all the way home. I don't know. Well, when we get to St. Louis, I'll try to navigate to another one.
Yeah. Because they're at the Flying J.
And the Pilot. I think they're at Pilots.
Okay. I don't see a lot of Pilots, but yeah, okay.
So to complicate it, not only do we still have to figure out how to get home on an electric car that doesn't like to charge, but we bought something that we know absolutely nothing about, sight unseen, red light as is, that gave us nothing but trouble in the beginning. A 2008 Escalade.
Which is gorgeous.
Isn't it? The color.
I love it.
Hello, the car woke up.
What?
It just turned its lights on.
Did you get too close to it? Or me?
Maybe.
Who has the key?
Maybe you. I've got.
Oh.
Do I have the key?
I think I have the key.
I have the key.
What do I have? Oh, I got the key. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm driving the Charger. That's right. We shouldn't be driving, Mike.
Wait, we're a little tired.
We should be in bed. We were on the road for 18 hours the other day trying to get here.
Yeah.
So this one, when we got it, we found out it had a check engine light. It was misfiring badly. It had no coolant, so it was starting to overheat. And we figured everything out. Somebody at the auction had unplugged the coil pack to try to get it for a cheaper price.
Cylinder number 4, because it was easy to reach.
Yep, it was easy enough. We bought a coil. We were getting ready to put the coil on it. And when I reached up under where the plug is, it was just, the coolant was related to a rusted, broken clamp.
So bad.
And I watched my video last night when I was editing. That clamp was like that at the auction because I had the camera down there.
Wow.
So we drove it from St. Louis to Terre Haute.
With the basically no clamp.
Yeah, nothing holding the hose onto the engine at all. Nothing. So now that's fixed.
Okay.
So as long as nothing else goes wrong.
Well, what happened last night? Thump.
That's
Thump.
right.
We got the new thump.
When I was accelerating, I don't know if it's coming from this wheel.
Look at, yeah, I found a little spot, a rust.
Yeah, there's a tiny spot of rust there. I don't know if it's suspension unrelated or a motor mount. It's not a motor mount because we put it in drive, held the brake, and revved it, and it wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So it's got to be something, maybe a ball joint or something on the suspension is making. It doesn't do it all the time though.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be too concerned about that. As long as the wheel doesn't fall off, I think we're good.
That's when you start to worry, when the wheel falls off.
When the wheel comes off, then you can start worrying a little bit about whether you're going to make it or not. So we're going to start out with Mike driving the Escalade. I'm going to drive the Scat Pack. And we're going to get on the road and we're going to find out. I think it'll be interesting to keep track of how much we spend in gas and how much we spend in electricity to get an idea of the difference between, and I know people are going to say it's not a fair comparison. This is a little car versus a big truck, but this is a 607. This would be like a Hellcat, close to a Hellcat. So you can't compare it to a little car. You would never get 34 miles a gallon from a Hellcat.
No. So let me try to survive the Escalade.
Now
that the wheel could fall off.
As long as the wheel doesn't fall off, you're gonna be. If it comes off, I got my little radio on in there. You can just hit the little call button.
You'll let me know. Hey, Mike, your wheel fell off. Oh, really? I had no idea.
All right, guys. Wish us luck. Let's get on the road. So without using the car, I managed to get us here with 31% battery remaining, which is...
That's good.
Wait, how did you get in the car?
Shh, I snuck in.
Where did you come from?
I snuck in the window. You left it open. I just hopped right in.
So we're having an issue. Number one, we have a poor Amazon driver over here is passed out.
Oh, gosh.
Like slumped over his steering wheel. Passed out, man. He's charging, and I don't know if we can simultaneously charge too.
How long would it take a huge truck to charge?
Oh, hell, I don't want to. And then there's a Hummer on the other one, and I can't reach the charging port because of that guy. But the issue is, you remember the service transmission light?
Yeah.
Well, you know how it always comes on and goes off and comes on and goes off over and over again? It doesn't go off anymore. The whole, like, for the last 80 or 90 miles, it's been a solid light.
Oh,
Big message right there in the screen. Service transmission. It stopped going off.
Great.
So, let's start it and see.
Maybe that'll wake up the Amazon guy. Nope.
No, he's still asleep. He's still asleep. That's loud too, man.
Yeah,
That's loud. It didn't wake him up. Okay, so
to drive, release park brake.
I didn't set the parking brake.
It's got a red light on there.
Did it set it on its own? I didn't do that.
No. To release parking brake. Okay.
I've never had to do that before.
She's starting to act up.
I did not set the parking brake. All right, it's going forward. I don't see any warning lights on the dash. This car is it's so unpredictable.
Wow. Okay.
So it seems to be okay. All right, so this is supposed to be simple.
Look at it, has estimated time to 100% now. Is that new?
Yeah, that's always had that.
Oh, that's always? Oh.
But you see how quick it goes away?
Yeah, you can't even
it's like if you don't catch it right then, it's gone. I've got, some of this is just me not really understanding the car.
Okay.
You know, I just don't have enough experience with it. And some of it's the car and some of it's the charging stations. It makes for a bad recipe, I think. Let's find out if she's going to charge.
I almost said something, but I decided to be quiet.
These are the good ones. So as long as they stay working,
Yeah.
I think we'll try to just find the GM Energy ones throughout the whole trip.
Why would he choose that one instead of this one?
All right, is it gonna work?
Authenticate session B. Yeah, you're
Begin
B.
your session by using one of these simple methods. It's called enter a credit card, right? That's all you gotta do is pay for it. As long as you pay for it, you're good. It says authorizing and approved, which means she should. There it goes. Isn't this nice when they just work? You know?
Yeah. I can't tell you how much I don't like Blink or Bink or whatever
Blink,
that was.
yes,
that
Blink.
left just a horrible taste.
Never again. And then the Electrify America forcing you to put money onto like a card that it takes, and it automatically does $20 when your balance gets like below 20. It takes another 20 automatically.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, so Electrify America kind of sucks. Blink sucks.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What does that say?
EV communication error.
Maybe that's why he's over using this one.
Are you serious? We're not doing this again, are we? I just want to get home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This has me rethinking my life. Seriously. Let me see if the car is throwing any error messages. No. Although it was funny, when I opened the door, it said I had 228 miles of range. And then it went down to 68 or something. All right. So we're going to try this again, I guess, huh? Remember when I was bragging about how they always work?
Yeah.
We're B, right?
We are, because it's got a B over there.
Okay, let's try it again. Round 2. It's gonna work. It's gonna
Fingers
work.
crossed.
It's gonna work. It has to work. Says it's matching voltage. So it's doing it. Did it get this far before?
I don't remember seeing
And it failed.
3 of 3. Yeah, great. Well, this guy's moving around, so maybe he's done almost.
The Hummer?
No, the Amazon person. He woke up.
Okay, well.
And you can't fit in that other one over there?
I'm gonna go look and see if there's another one we can get in. Ooh, who's Escalade?
That's a good looking Escalade.
That's a nice looking Escalade, man. All right, well, the Escalade's over there. I assume it's not having any problems. Let's go ahead and back in over here and see if we can use this one. Or actually, I think this guy may be leaving. Yeah, I could fit over there.
Okay.
But is this guy leaving?
No, he went back and sat down.
Oh, he's going back to sleep. Okay.
No, he's
Well,
up.
I guess we'll go pull over by the Hummer.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
here it comes right here. We'll see.
And round 2. Look, a Cadillac EXT.
That's like yours.
Yeah, except mine doesn't have the rust. All right. It really reaches that far?
Yeah, it goes way out.
Okay, I'm gonna need your hand here. Take take the camera. Oh, that's...
See?
That's awkward. Whatever works, man, right? There we go.
Nice.
All right. If this one doesn't work, we're going to be in trouble. I've got 68 miles left. So...
Okay. Well, that's better than 3, or what were we down to on the other?
We were out.
Yeah, we were
Empty.
0.
All right. We think the chances are it's going to work this time.
I hope so.
Arby's or Jack in the Box?
That's a tough call.
Right?
That is a tough call.
You can gain a lot of weight driving an EV.
Yeah.
Having to stop and...
Stop and eat every 200
miles.
That is a good looking
It
Hummer.
failed.
Right there. Did it fail?
It failed.
Same message? That
Same
CO2?
message.
Uh-oh.
It says it's
Yay.
failing to communicate with the EV. Like the car is not talking to
So do we have to undo the battery or just walk away for 5 minutes?
it. That's what I'm thinking is,
The walk away technique?
let's just unplug it. We'll step away from the car for 5 minutes. They say that does some kind of a reset,
Okay.
and we'll come back, see what happens.
Say a prayer.
All right, so what's going on, Mike?
We're having all kinds of fun.
We're finished charging and we're ready to get back on the road.
No, we're not.
No,
We're not anywhere near that.
we thought it was charging. We plugged it in. We're talking to this gentleman over here in the Hummer. His is charging just fine.
Yeah.
So we know that the chargers work. The Amazon guy, he charged,
Yep.
and he left. So we know the chargers are working, but it keeps coming up with the same, it can't communicate with the vehicle error.
Yeah.
So it doesn't know how much it needs to charge or at what rate it needs to be charging because the car is not talking to it. So we tried the walk away method.
Which did not work.
Did not work. They tell you to lock up the car and walk at least like 30 feet away for 5 minutes, and it somehow settles down the modules. Well, I did that. Didn't work. We've moved to a different charger. Didn't work. So there is a different charging station, although I don't think that's going to make any difference. Unless the communication problem is just something with these particular chargers not liking this car. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there is a charge point up the road, which I think I can use my credits.
That'll be good.
So I guess we'll just run up the street. It's 5 minutes away.
So the walk away method didn't work, so now we're just going to drive
away. This is the drive away method.
Right?
It works every time. All right. This is becoming a very common theme.
Yeah, it's not a fun thing to do.
No, I want to go home. You
Look.
know what I mean? I mean, this is fun and
This machine is just like me.
it's available. You just need to wear a hat with a green light that says
right.
I'm available. on it.
Available.
Oh, you know what, Mike? Oh, yeah, this is the right one. Okay. So tap your phone or charge point card below. Tap my phone?
You're going to have to join another thing, or
I already have credits with this, right? It's trying to use Apple Pay. Come on, man. There's my okay, so now I have to figure out how to make this work. I think there's something wrong with the car.
really?
Yeah, I do.
What's it saying now?
What, do I have to scan my face?
Scan your face?
Well, the Face ID, you know, so it's processing the payment. I've done this like 3 or 4 times. There goes the ding, it's paid, and then it starts over again. It just starts from scratch, telling me that I have to pay for this. So you tell it yes, and it shows you the car, and then it says you have to pay for it. You say okay, and then pay with Apple Pay. Super easy. Start charge, double click, scan your face, ding, accepted payment, and then it resets itself again.
Wow. All right. Well, I'll just see you in Oklahoma.
I'm about to tell you to just...
I would never leave. Is the car locked?
It shouldn't be, right? Because I'm standing right by it.
Right.
The handles of the button's broken. This button is supposed to click. It doesn't click. It's broken.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Come show this. This button should. Yeah, that's different. But this button is supposed to have like a click.
Yeah.
It doesn't click.
No.
That's your emergency release right here.
Uh-huh. And it's not.
It's not emergency releasing. The car's not turning on. Oh wait, there it is. Okay. It's got a red error thing on the charger.
Now these are blinking red.
Yeah, great. Yeah,
It clicked, but...
Oh, it clicked?
It did click once. Try it now.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Jeez.
Go electric, they say, right?
It'll be fun.
This is, I'll be honest with you, the first trip from Oklahoma up here, it's all kind of fun. It sucked at times being stranded, not knowing if you're going to make it or not. You know, but we did that already. That's not what I want this video to be about. This video was, we've got it figured out now. Okay, we know what chargers to go to. We know where to go. This is going to make our lives easier.
No, it's not working out.
Now I can only assume there's something wrong with the car. Because what are the chances that the GM chargers that always work, that are working for everybody else, but won't work for me, and this one, completely different, also doesn't work?
We're going to be like that guy right there, walking on the side of the road with our luggage.
Yes. Let's make this. Oh, Cracker Barrel. Oh,
I know, this would have been a good one too.
Man.
Yeah.
How's the? This isn't really all about the Charger. It's also about the Escalade.
I got 3/4 of the tank.
3/4 of a tank. You could probably make it back to Oklahoma on the rest of it.
Pretty close. I can smell coolant every once in a while.
Oh,
I'll get a little whiff.
We should just pop the hood real quick and take a look.
I haven't heard any popping.
Okay.
I am getting a smell every once in a while.
So unlike the Charger, this car fixes itself.
Yeah.
We'll just check the coolant level real quick. It's full. It's fine.
Yeah.
And good pressure on the cooling system.
Okay.
That hose is leaking a little bit.
Is.
Just, I mean, it's an ever so slight drip. Not like it was before.
That's not bad at all.
No, I say leave well enough alone.
Yes.
We don't want any more problems. It's fine. Okay, so
now what do you
I don't know what to do. The tech guy is working right now, so he's not looking at his phone, and I'm not trying to really harass the guy while he's at work anyway. But he told me before, like when problems start arising that you can't really fix, he said the solution is to open up the fireman's access thing in the back of the car, disconnect the positive battery terminal. He said the negative is a bear to get to. You got to basically pull everything out to get to it. He said, so be very careful and pull the positive off and leave it off for a couple minutes, put it back. Then you have to turn the car on accessory mode for 1 minute.
Yeah.
And then shut the car off or start the car or something, and otherwise the car will die. It will just kill itself. It'll run the pumps until the car dies.
Oh my gosh.
So I really don't want to disconnect the battery.
That's our only choice though.
I really don't want to. I'm nervous. Like, what happens? This car is under warranty. You know, I'm not supposed to really be working on it. So what if I were to accidentally arc that battery? That's on me, man.
How close is the nearest dealer then, do you think? Because we're outside of St. Louis. This is what, Troy?
This is Troy, yeah. We'll be there for hours.
That's true.
If not days. Not days. We have Federico Chrysler Dodge Jeep 12 miles away in Edwardsville, or not Edwardsville, Wood River, Illinois. 4.8 stars. I'm not sure they do EVs.
Because that was the problem in Terre Haute. They don't do EVs.
Yeah, they have to be certified for EVs or they can't even touch them.
Yeah.
they won't do any. Let's go to another charger,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hope that my guy here, you know, sees the messages and responds. Let's go. And we're at another charger. Here we go again.
Smile.
Do I look happy?
You look so happy, but it's a fake smile, I can tell.
It's a fake smile. So this is yet another different charger, Mike.
Yeah.
Francis Energy now.
I wonder if you'll have to join their program too.
I do believe I'm already. I think I am now a member of every charging network in existence. Here, I'm going to give you this.
Congratulations.
Camera. Thank you. It's a lifetime achievement that I've, you know, been striving for.
Mm-hmm.
Francis Energy. Look at that. I sure do.
There you go.
And
we
it knows.
Power
Here
what
we
matters.
are. And what is this? A CTR01. There we go. And we're going to use. It says left or right. My question is, right, this is fun.
Oh.
The left or right one, that depends. This is left, but if you're a car person,
Yeah.
the left is always the right. Oh, so
I don't know.
Does it say left and right?
Are these the right kind of connectors?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
See, over here it says A and B, and here it says left and right. I'm gonna assume left. Connect cable and swipe to charge. Oh my God.
yeah.
These are only 150s. This is like an anaconda.
Yeah.
The snake.
You're not used to that.
All right. And what?
No.
I'm already. Here we go. I haven't used it in so long. It wants me to redo everything again, I guess.
Oh, great.
I agree to the terms. I would like to receive marketing. How are you marketing for?
For what?
What are you selling me? No.
I don't know.
Save my details for later. Okay. Oh, card expired. We'll be back.
Okay, I heard a click. What's going on?
It says communicating with the vehicle. This is where they fail.
Yeah.
This is. It says charging.
Is
Are
it
we
green?
flashing? No. It's not communicating, I don't think.
Communicating with the vehicle. Come on.
Normally when these things start talking, the little lights come on.
Yeah. Come on, Francis.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Oh, I could have just used a credit card. Oh, it is working.
Wait, is it really?
It's working.
Oh, it is.
It's working.
Wow. So why didn't the others work? Because it worked before.
I'm sitting here trying to figure this out myself. Why was everybody else charging there with no problem?
Yeah.
But it wouldn't charge this.
We didn't do anything different.
No. We tried different chargers even. Then we went to a completely separate charger, a charge point. That didn't work either.
Yep.
And this is the...
Wow.
Explain to me, if it's owned by GM Energy, shouldn't all of the charging units be standardized? Shouldn't they all, have the same standards to operate by?
Should is the magic word. So how long is this a fast charger or
No,
is
this is a slow charger. This will be hours.
116.2 kilowatts.
Yeah, this will be hours.
So you've taken me from either Jack in the Box or Arby's, then we go to possible Cracker Barrel.
Now we're at
stuck
homemade to
at
go.
Casey's.
Homemade to go.
Homemade to go.
No, this is actually a fast charger.
Is it?
Yeah, the most this car pulls is like 180.
Okay.
116 is a little on the slow side, honestly. But I mean, when there's nothing else, there's nowhere else
You don't
to
have a
charge.
choice.
What are you going to do? You know what
Okay.
you're going to do?
We're
Jack in
gonna
the Box
drive.
or Arby's. We got the Escalade, man.
Well, we can drive anywhere.
Fuck this piece of shit. Fuck this
You're
car,
gonna have
man.
to Auga.
Fuck it. No, I will not. Fuck this piece of shit. Let's hop in that 20-year-old Escalade with 100,000 miles on it that still fucking drives.
Cold air conditioning. I figured out the right button.
You know what you do when you run out of juice?
Yeah.
You go to this thing called a gas pump. swipe your card, plug it in, and in 5 minutes, you fill up 30-some gallons of gas and you drive for 600 miles.
And they all work the same.
They're standardized, Mike. They're standardized. You know?
This is great.
This is...
Okay.
I'm happy that we're charging,
Yeah.
but I'm really pissed off because I'm short on videos. I think you are too.
Yeah. We got to get home before we run out of videos.
This getting up here was like whatever. This was fun. We had an entire day in case things went wrong. We had an entire day planned out ahead because we knew something was going to go wrong. We ended up not needing that day, even though the first day took 18 hours to get through a 10-hour drive.
Wow.
We don't have that buffer anymore.
So we have to get home.
We have to get home.
The car has to cooperate.
This has gone from, okay, maybe it's inconvenient, to now you're messing with my money. Because if I don't go and film videos, I'm not getting paid. So, okay, it's at 118 kilowatts. It's at 30%. Wasn't it already at 30%?
I don't remember.
Let's just lock the car.
Okay.
And
see, these guys are staring at it right there.
Jack in the Box or Arby's.
Arby's.
What do you want? Or Cracker Barrel, either one.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to me.
Anything is good.
Okay.
As long as this is charging, I'm happy.
Me too. Well, we went to Arby's.
And ate a lot.
We did.
Yeah.
And it's been, let's see, how long? We noticed a problem in the app.
Yeah.
Apparently, once this thing got up to 80%, it started crawling. 21.3 kilowatts. It's cost me, it doesn't say, we've been charging for 54 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
So we figured out it was about 2 hours to get from Terre Haute to Troy. This is Illinois still, right? Yeah. Okay, so Terre Haute, Indiana to Troy, Illinois was around a 2-hour drive. And we have lost 2 hours trying to charge. Plus, is that including charging? Yeah, so it's an hour charging and an hour trying to get it to charge.
Trying to find a charger, yeah.
So we drove for 2 hours and we have now lost 2 hours. While the Escalade is...
driving just fine.
Doesn't even need gas yet.
No.
It's ready to hit the next one.
And we spent all lunch trying to plan out our next stop. We had the great debate. Do we risk it or are we safe? And
so there's two methods of charging. You can either stop more, but they charge quicker because you keep the car between 20 and 80%. So the charge is faster and technically you save time that way. But you have to stop more often.
Right.
So our next stop was going to be like an hour and a half away, which is stupid. It's like, so now we've been here for 2 hours. Now we drive an hour and a half and pray that the charger works. It worked yesterday, but obviously the same charger's not working today. So do we stop at the nearest one? Or do we risk it and go almost the full range of the car?
Which we've done before, and it's terrifying.
It is, but we know it'll do it.
Yeah.
It's like 238 miles to Springfield,
Missouri.
And the car has a range topped off of 250. Unfortunately, this charger is crawling. And what's the range right now? Let's find out. It's like my proximity key doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's supposed to automatically, when I touch the door, unlock, but I have to manually, and sometimes even that doesn't work. Let's see what it says. 215 miles. It says it's 90% charged. So even at 90%, that's not enough.
No.
And we would have to, FedEx. Hello? Okay. Excuse the interruption. That was just a $10,000 engine being delivered.
You could have worse problems than that.
There could be, like this. Where were we?
The range is 215.
Yes.
At 90%.
And we need like 250.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sit here and wait. Come on now. We're still at 219. See what I mean? It's not.
So it's slower than
It's so slow.
It's not even 50 kilowatts. That's like.
So the big debate is, should you charge more often but charge faster? Or should you go a longer distance, like really run it down and then charge, but it takes longer? And here's what I'm finding. The charging more often is a great idea. In theory, that it makes sense. But in reality, we find it's too complicated. You stop every 2 hours or so and try to charge, but then you got to run around to all these different chargers. And it's not like we're making this up. We just want to go home.
Right.
We're not trying to play games here. I thought this was going to be a redeeming video for the car. This is not working out at all, man. I'm aggravated. I'm tired. I want to get home. We've only driven 2 hours.
And sat for 2 hours.
And then sat for 2 hours, you know? So the whole idea of let's stop every 2 hours and see if we can find one charger out of 20 that work. I'm leaning more towards go the long distance.
Go the long distance?
Unfortunately, we can't.
Because this is going to take another 2 hours to go to...
It's going to take... The app said it's going to take like an hour and something to charge the rest of it. It ain't worth it, man.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here for an hour to charge. I'm not... Oh my God, this thing is heavy. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Now, does it tell me what it cost me? Nope, didn't. That's nice.
Oh, wow.
All right, well, we're also going to do a cost comparison when it's time to fill up the Escalade. We will look in my apps and figure out how much I spent on electricity. And then we'll figure out at the end. We'll do it at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end. We'll figure out how much it costs to drive the Escalade versus how much it costs to drive this.
And time-wise.
And time, because right now we're 2 hours.
Add 2 hours on to whatever that is, yeah.
Yeah, that one, right now we're 2 hours behind. So remember that, we're 2 hours behind. We'll keep a tally every time the chargers don't work.
Okay.
All right, so Escalade's doing good. You got the keys.
I got the keys. I got 3/4 of a tank of gas, cold air conditioning, and Smokey Robinson on the radio.
And a pack of cigarettes.
Got a pack of cigs, yeah.
And a beer. You ready?
No.
All right, so the next stop, we're going to stop at a place we stopped before. It's going to be another GM Energy. And I had a theory as to why these machines may not have been working for me. I'm wondering if they do over-the-air firmware updates or software updates. What if there's an update, but there's a glitch, there's a bug, and now it doesn't communicate with the car anymore?
And they won't know until they get enough complaints.
Or it's just all these machines are on different versions of software, and because this car is so new, these particular ones they don't have the software to actually work with this car yet.
It could be.
So that's a whole nother issue.
And isn't the one that we're going to show closed on the app?
Yeah, the app says it's permanently closed, and we just used it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So what?
We won't know until we know.
I'm dead serious. When you add all of the problems up, you're talking about the maps don't show correctly. The apps for the chargers don't show correctly. The apps that are supposed to keep track of everything for you and actually be accurate aren't entirely accurate. And then you have bugs with the car, and then you have human error just trying to figure things out on your own. It makes this, there's no way in hell, man.
It's too complicated.
I miss the Tesla. Even the Hummer guy was talking about, man, you know, there's nothing that's going to beat the Tesla because you just plug it in, and there's chargers everywhere.
Everywhere.
Even he was having problems.
And he works for GM.
Yeah. So anyway,
woo!
I could rant on this for days, man. I'm in a foul mood now, but we're gonna get on the road.
All right, I will see you in
what, 1.5 hours?
1.5 hours.
It's absolutely stupid.
I'll still have half a tank of gas.
1.5 hours.
You seem tired.
I'm exhausted, man. We're still a long way.
Well, yeah.
So,
she charged?
Yeah, she's charging. And
Okay.
this is the one they said was closed.
Thank goodness.
Permanently closed.
Yeah.
But it's open.
Okay.
So now we'll see. We're 2 hours behind. So now we'll see how long we end up sitting here. Do you need gas yet?
I got half a tank.
Half it.
We have a new issue, but it's nothing big.
What is it?
Our tire sensor quit working.
Yep, that happened to me
The
yesterday.
front right. Oh,
Yep,
okay.
Yep. As long as it ain't flat, I'm good.
Okay.
And it seems like when it sits overnight, it
Yeah.
comes back. So it must be a battery going dead in it.
Okay.
That's it. That's
All the wheels
That's
are
it.
on, so
All the
everything seems to be
wheels are on.
fine. So yeah.
well. I don't know how long we're going to sit here and charge. I'm trying to make a decision. I've got the car navigating again. Just to,
You're making the car think.
I'm just seeing what it's thinking compared to what I'm thinking.
Okay.
It wants us to stop 4 more times.
No.
Yeah. I
No.
mean, it wants to stop in, remember Lebanon? It wants to stop
Yes.
in Lebanon. It wants to stop in Joplin. It wants to stop
Tulsa.
Tulsa. No, there's one more. Maybe
Oh,
it's,
gosh.
are we in Springfield? No,
Oh, there's Springfield's next.
something like, yeah, it's something weird like it's-
Lebanon, Springfield, Joplin.
and it's like
Tulsa.
30 minutes apiece. That's 120 minutes.
That's
Yeah,
2
another
hours.
2 hours. And that doesn't include here.
of just sitting time.
That doesn't include here. Plus the 2 hours we've already, that's an extra 4 hours. Plus maybe another half hour. You're talking 4. That's
That's not right.
something's wrong with that. I'm thinking I already mapped it from here straight to Joplin. Skip Lebanon. Skip all that. If we could just get to Joplin, it's like 215 miles. The car would have no problem. I can make it
Okay.
215 miles. I mean, I got to charge
If you
first.
go 100% with
Right. Well, because
you-
it's 250 at 100%.
Okay.
So I'll bet somewhere around 80,
yeah,
somewhere around 80% is probably enough to get there, but I'd want to add just a little,
you want some wiggle room.
just a little extra.
Yeah.
I learned from the last time. So, a little extra is good.
I turned gray during that last time.
So it's like, I think we're 3.5 hours
Yeah.
from Joplin. So, I mean, if we
Okay.
that would skip 2 stops.
It'd save an hour in charge time too.
Yeah.
So
That's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm thinking, is just charge it up enough to get to Joplin,
that's sad when you have to outthink
the car.
a car that is supposed to be really smart.
Yeah, this is leading edge technology, man. This is all the latest, greatest tech.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. Hey, we met a subscriber.
He follows you.
Yeah,
He
follows
didn't
me.
know who I was. I was,
You're the camera guy.
and he didn't do anything.
You did that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I was going to say, oh my, he probably thought you were crazy.
No, but
Yeah.
he watched. That was cool.
Yeah,
That
he was
really
like,
cool.
when did you get this? I'm like, there's like 2 videos out on this car already. He's like, oh, that's coming to the channel? I'm, yep.
Been there, dude.
It's yeah. He said his wife can't stand me.
You hear that a lot.
That's not the first thing. He said, my wife is always asking, isn't there something else on TV we could watch? I said, I've actually heard that a lot. So I do believe he watches my channel. I do, because that's a common thing females
Yeah.
seem to say about men that are watching my channel.
Right.
He seemed to like the car, though.
Which would you rather? The horrible F-150
No.
or this one?
Lightning, I think I'd take the Charger.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd probably stick with, at least I know what I got right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'd
I wonder if he likes his though.
yeah, you should carry the camera over there and go, hey,
Oh, it's a lady.
go get him, Mike, here. Take the,
Hey, surprise. Oh, I recognize him.
go up and start doing the monkey then, the wee wee. Like, hey, do you watch my channel? All right, enough monkeying around.
There we go. Good segue.
I guess we'll just, sit here while you don't need gas. And no
I
problems.
could put gas in, but I got half a tank.
No, there's no reason to.
Okay.
When we get to, how far is Joplin?
You're the one that said
215 miles?
215.
You should be able to do 200
Okay.
miles in this.
Yeah.
So that'd be good. And then at the end, we're going to figure out how much time we lost charging. And we're going to figure out how much it cost to fill this up for the trip
Yeah.
versus how much it costs to fill that up. I'm thinking it's probably not going to be much different. So, all right,
Yeah.
guys, we'll get back on the road here in just a minute. All right, so we're back. we're gonna have the audience help us out a little bit.
Okay, I was looking
All
at how
right.
long we have been here.
I just went through my account because Francis Energy, I looked at my Francis Energy account that I had to use the machine.
Yeah.
It doesn't show that I even charged.
You were just there, though.
We were just there. There's nothing.
Okay.
So thanks to you, I looked at my credit card, and we spent $52 at Francis Energy.
Wow. Okay.
All right. We stayed there for an hour. Let's see what we've done here. What's the damage? We're almost fully charged. Almost an hour.
Oh my gosh.
$20 more. All right.
So this puts us
$72 about.
$72
And 3 hours. Well, yeah, 3 hours.
3?
It was. We spent 2 hours in the last place.
Okay.
One was charging. One was trying to charge.
Right. Okay.
And then we spent another here.
So we're 3 hours behind the
3 hours behind the Escalade.
Caddy. Okay.
And I have already spent $72 versus you haven't spent anything. So this isn't going well for the electric vehicle. This is going the wrong way here. So we are going to try something a little risky.
This has me worried.
I'm a little worried too.
Okay. Is this our longest leg?
We have never gone this far on a charge before.
Okay.
This is going to be all 250 miles about, I think. We're going from, where are we right now? Sullivan, Missouri, and we're going to Joplin, Missouri.
So we're going through Lebanon, we're going through
3
Springfield,
hours and
then Joplin.
Yeah. It's going to be over 3 hours. I know. You know, in something like the Escalade, that's a no-brainer.
Right.
It's like, whatever, no big deal.
Yeah.
But in something like this, it's like, ooh, can we make it? You know, a whole 220 or whatever miles it is.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that we're going to make it as long as nothing goes wrong. And as long as I'm not wrong, because the car wants us to stop 4 times. 4 times.
That's a mess.
It's going to have us stop for like another 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. And also, do you remember all those chargers we tried using earlier over and over and over again?
Yeah, when the things didn't work.
Yeah, they charged me $30 each time. I am now $190 in the hole. Now,
just for trying.
For trying. Now the money is going back on all of it, but like $90. For some reason, that one charger, every time we put it in, each one was trying to charge 30, 30, 30, 30. But there's another one, it took the money, and and I think it's that charge point.
Okay.
That doesn't show that it was returned. Yeah, each time you swipe, they take $30.
So it's like when you try to return something, you get the money back.
Yeah.
In a week or whatever.
Except the charge point doesn't show it doesn't show that it's even tried to return my money. So now I have to keep an eye on that. If I can remember, when I get home, I got to remember to keep an eye on the charge point transactions and see if they refund it. Because if not, then I'm going to have to call somebody. It's going to be outsourced to India. They won't speak English, and his name will be John. Okay?
And he will talk like this.
Yes.
May I help you, please?
My name is John. How can I help you? What is your name?
And then, do you have a receipt?
You don't give receipts.
No.
I thought GM Energy, I was going to sign up for an account because I actually like these, and these have been relatively reliable.
Yeah.
So I tried to sign up for an account so to make it easier. No, there is no account.
There's no app,
There's no app.
account, no.
I even Googled to see if a website. No.
Nothing.
GM Energy is like for your home. It's like a home energy thing. They don't show anything for...
Huh.
So I don't know how to create an account. They need help starting a charge. So, this is EVgo.
So maybe they have an app?
So it's EVgo. I didn't know that.
Powered by EVgo.
But it's got the big GM Energy. Okay, well then EVgo, props to you guys because it even says right there, powered by EVgo Extend. All right, I think we've talked enough. I was hoping to get it all the way to 100. I don't think that's gonna. I don't think it's gonna. 99%.
That's close.
Should be good enough,
for
right?
$19.
We'll go ahead. Yeah, we can call it $20.
But it was charging at 11 kilowatts.
Once it gets up to the top, it slows.
Okay.
Way
Will
down.
the car let go of it?
To end the connector A session, tap in session. There we go. Okay. It should have just released. Oh, the car is at 100%, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Is it getting these connectors sometimes to let go? 99%, 40 kilowatt hours, 57 minutes. $19.71. There we go. Good old reliable.
I like these the best.
Even though that one didn't work,
yeah.
I'll forgive them for that.
And even though these are supposed to be permanently closed.
Yeah, but
okay.
Don't come here. This is permanently closed. All right. All right. Well, I guess
3 hours.
in 3 hours,
bus.
this will be the longest leg. This will be the longest we've gone.
Yeah. 3 hours or brick.
3 hours or brick. Joplin or brick.
Joplin or brick.
All right, let's get on the road. Unfortunately, old Monkey Wrench Mike ran out of juice. Let's see where he's at. There he is.
I want to show you how low this is.
You couldn't make it, huh? The Charger beat you. You couldn't hang, man.
This is its first time for gas.
We had 30 some miles to go and you had to bitch out on us.
It doesn't even show anymore.
Where's
it
the
just
gas
says
gauge?
the gas gauge right there.
Oh, is that it?
That's it
under
right
the empty
there.
mark?
It's under the empty mark.
That one right there.
And once it hit 40, then it went where it just says low range. And so if I kind of try to scroll through these, it just goes back to low. So
640 miles we've put on this.
Okay.
With almost no problems. So this will probably be the only time we fill up.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're 30 miles from Joplin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to need gas again.
Wow. Good car.
We were so close to both of us making it to the same place to charge and fill up.
If it would have kept showing, I would want to go.
Yeah, I got to thinking about it. It's like, this is not a good idea.
Because if I run out, you have to come back, and then you're going to run out,
right?
And then we're totally
it's over. No, you just get an Uber and a gas
from
can
the highway.
Yeah. I've done it.
Give me a thumbs up.
All right,
somebody pick me up.
Let's fill this thing up and let's see how much this is going to cost me. Because if this is the only fill up,
yeah,
then I don't see any possible way that the Charger is going to be cheaper. Unless this thing holds like $150 worth of gas.
I think it's got a big tank. It has to for that range.
Yeah. I'll fill it up with premium just to...
Oh, you're cheating the system.
That's not cheating.
You're trying to win.
Gas is gas. I'm going to put...
Gas is not gas.
Actually, you know what? I'm not cheating. You know why?
Does it require premium?
It says not require, but it says premium fuel recommended. So if we want to give you the best fuel economy and the best power, then we really do need to put
the difference
premium.
In price?
$2.68 versus $3.68, $1 a gallon. So if it's 30-gallon tank, that's a $30 difference.
That's okay. She'll still win.
could work in my favor. And the verdict is in. 25 gallons, $90.83. So I'm winning at this point.
How are you winning?
Because I only spent 50, 60, 70. I've got $72 in electricity, and you now have $91
Okay.
in gas.
But I'm winning in time.
You're
And
winning
you're
in
going to need a
time.
charge. You're going to need like 2 more charges before we get done.
No, I think
You're going to go from Joplin all the way? I got to do this again with you? I'm going to be gray and bald and everything else.
Well, we'll see. But we'll see when I charge and see what the car thinks.
Okay.
But I know that I can get right at 250 miles out of that car.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm
'cause
not sure.
There's probably not anything between
Probably
Tulsa
not.
and...
Uh-uh.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Tulsa will be the
At
last.
the Hard Rock, yeah.
The last place that you can charge. So if I make a mistake here, there is no recovering from it.
So you $25. Your little rule change cost $25.
It's not a rule change.
It is a rule change. You just went from 268 to 368.
Because the truck
Not required.
The truck is
recommended.
Specifically requesting premium fuel. And since this is
your baby.
Yeah, this is my baby, I'll treat her right with good quality premium gasoline.
Well, now let's pray that your other baby makes it.
Yeah, it's my turn now. So let's
good luck with that.
Yeah, let's get back on the road and go charge. Well, we made it. I've got 4% battery left.
Oh, were you getting nervous?
4%. Nah, I had 8 miles.
Oh, 8 whole miles.
It's hard to see because of the brightness here, but 8 miles is where I was at.
That's close.
That's close.
Because you slowed down. I figured you're getting nervous because you slowed way down in the speed department.
Yeah, that's not me burning, is it?
No, it smells like a fire or something.
Okay.
I hope that's not you.
Oh boy. Yeah, let's plug it in.
When was your last shower?
Like 4 days ago?
Oh, don't tell me that.
No, I didn't get one. I didn't get to take one.
Me either.
I took one when we left, the morning we left, which was, that's not 3 days ago, 2 days ago, right?
Monday morning.
And today's Wednesday?
Wednesday, it's not that bad.
So
you got another couple days.
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm all right. Okay.
Hopefully this works.
It's going to work, Mike. It's going to work. These chargers, I swear by them. See, come on. Look, I'm even getting where I can do it one-handed now while I'm holding the camera.
Nice.
And now all I got to do, look how easy this is, Mike. Just take the credit card. Let's use this one. I never use this card, so we'll use this one today. There we go. Plug it in. Look how quick it was approved. Look at that.
Payment has been authorized.
This thing's going to be like, damn, he literally had no batteries.
Checking cable. Communicate.
And then we're going to be off, right?
Reject.
Oh,
Rejected.
I thought you were serious. The tech, he didn't respond. He read my messages and he didn't answer me.
He didn't?
Yeah, I sent him like 4 or 5 messages earlier.
Uh-oh.
And they all say read.
Someone wore out their welcome.
Yeah, he didn't respond to me, so maybe he's busy, you know?
Okay.
Maybe he might still be at work. He could be. So
there we go.
There we go. Look, 2% charge. I love pushing the limits, man. So it is like 218 miles from here to where I live.
Oh, okay. So what are you going to do, big boy? Are you going to risk it, or are you going to...
trying to figure out. That's a scary number, 218.
Yeah.
And the car should do 250, but it's also getting chilly out. And we've had rain.
Yeah.
I don't...
And there's nothing...
There's nothing.
Have you looked?
No.
There's nothing like on the turnpike.
I can't imagine.
I don't think I've seen...
I can't imagine.
Charging stations at the...
The turnpike, there's nothing. It's all just a bunch of little towns with nothing in it. I doubt they're going to have EV chargers. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, Even at the big rest stop, I don't think I've seen these.
I'm tempted to just
Okay.
go for it, man. I know you've got plenty.
I got 500 miles.
I'm still winning until this. So this is going to put us back, what, another hour?
Yeah.
So that'll be 4 hours behind. But if, and I know this doesn't count, but if we had not had that lost hour trying to get chargers working,
Yeah.
if I had known, like I know now, where the charges are that work, it would have been an additional 3 hours on a 10-hour trip. It takes 10 hours for me to normally drive. So an additional 3.
But the first place we went to was at GM because you thought you had it figured out.
Yeah, and that one
And then it didn't work.
And then the charge point didn't work. And then we had to go to Francis Energy. But I know that the Francis Energy works now. So that would have saved an hour of running around.
He's trying to save face, folks. That's all he's trying to do. He's trying to win any way he can.
It still sucks an additional 3 hours on a 10-hour trip.
That's a third of the,
Right? It is 3 hours, right? It is an hour to charge there. It was an hour to charge where we went to a little while ago, and then it's going to be an hour to charge here.
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah, it's an additional 3. I'm assuming it's going to be an hour. Maybe it won't be. But when you're talking about 3 hours now, I don't know. It's
a lot.
But you get to drive a car that nobody has seen and everybody wants to talk about, which slows you down even more. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is this a truck stop?
It is.
Oh, nice.
So maybe they'll have movies for us.
You want to go to Denny's?
I haven't been to Denny's in a long time.
I haven't. My ex-wife
here we go.
had sex.
What?
Listen to me now. Sometimes I throw in these random facts
this
about
is
my
something.
life.
Okay.
All right. She had this boss who she found he was a large guy. I mean, muscular. Like, he was a very large guy.
Okay.
And she claimed that he pinned her in the walk-in cooler and forced her. Now, she wasn't crying, and she didn't call the police. Okay.
Wow.
And I found out later they had been running around together outside of work when she told me she was working. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
In the freezer?
In the walk-in, yeah. Because they got caught, so she had to come up with an excuse. Yeah. So, Cassie, if you're watching these videos, you remember that story? She lives in Illinois now.
Did she watch your channel?
Oh, I'm sure not. I'm certain she doesn't watch my channel anymore.
I didn't need to know about that.
Fun fact, Mike.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. That happened a lot, by the way. It wasn't just him. We're already at 8%. Look how quick. Yeah. We'll be out of here in an hour and a half, Mike. Easy.
Okay, so 9:30.
Is it 9:30?
So I'm still getting home tomorrow. It's going to be close.
Yeah, you're getting home tomorrow.
Yeah.
I might get home tomorrow.
Yeah.
What is it? Another 4 hours?
No.
3 hours? Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Wow.
Is it 3 hours?
From here?
Yeah, it's about 3 hours.
Okay.
Then. About 3 hours. And what time is it? 9:30?
It's 8 o'clock now. So
8 o'clock?
9 o'clock, 10, 11, 12.
So I'll be home tomorrow. Okay, well, we're going to let this thing charge. I'm going to get my jacket because I'm getting cold. And maybe we'll go to Denny's.
Let's go to Denny's and get breakfast.
See, this is the other problem with electric cars. They always seem to stop you at places that have food. I don't need any more, but it's like, well, we got an hour to kill. You want to go eat bacon and eggs and pancakes?
You're going to be as big as the boss.
I'm going to be as big as the Scat Pack. All right, guys. We'll be back in a little bit. And we're back.
It's been a minute since you've... Yeah.
Been like 85
Have you done the math?
Not yet.
Yeah?
Not yet. This should be our last charge. Let's see where we're at. 99% in 87 minutes.
That's a long time.
And in all fairness, there was only one person working in Denny's.
That's true.
So it took forever, but I can't use that as an excuse because we needed to wait for this to charge up anyway. It had to be done. It is 220 miles home. The car gets 250.
So you got 30 miles or less if it gets cold.
Yes, the hills, whatever. 30 miles is all I got, and there's no charging. There's nothing. So this is a big risk.
Oh my gosh.
Big
If you
risk.
don't make it, this turns into a long night. a long night.
I'll be waiting for roadside. I'll leave the car because
I'll leave you.
No. I will leave the car. I'll call for roadside, and I'm going home.
Okay.
And I'll figure it out tomorrow. So let's look over some numbers real quick. 99%, I think we can say, and I wanted to fill it up. Remember, we came in at 2%, so the battery is pretty well completely empty. This is completely full. So if anybody was ever wondering, what's it take to go from a completely depleted battery to a full battery?
There you go.
Well, about 90 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
It's a
long time to wait.
That's a long time. 95 kilowatt hours. The cost, we'll call it $60.
So all in, what are you at?
Well, let me see. I've got it on my phone here, in my notes.
Okay. Do I need my calculator to?
So, you in the Escalade, it was 90, right?
$90.
$90 in the Escalade.
Yeah.
I am at 72 for the
Plus
charge.
the 56.
Well, I haven't added that yet.
Yeah.
Plus 57. Let's call it 60.
Okay.
So 60 plus 70.
1670 is 130.
Yeah.
It's a little better.
130.
Okay.
That's not much better. 90 versus
That's still-
130?
Yeah, that's a big L right there.
That is, I mean, seriously, that's awful.
So $40 more plus
Having to stop more and wait.
how many hours? 4?
Well, yeah, because we
Four
had
and a half?
3. Now we're 4.5 hours behind the Escalade. And that's an Escalade. I mean, I'm not trying to brag on it. It's an old Escalade, but that is a really nice, big, luxurious, comfortable,
Thirsty.
6.2 liter V8 all-wheel drive, heavy,
Yeah.
6,000 pounds. The thing weighs like as much as this car.
Yeah.
So, I mean, realistically, what are you taking on a trip?
That one in a heartbeat.
I'm kind of leaning the same direction. Plus,
Yeah.
with all the problems and the confusion and the complexities with trying to drive it just it doesn't add up for me.
That will just stroke your ego. That's what that is.
It does.
Because everybody comes up and talks about it.
Everybody loves this car.
Yeah.
And I was just talking to the tech. He swears that this software update is going to fix like 90% of everything we've experienced, including at charging stations. So,
Okay. Well, you have to come back and do another video after and compare the difference.
that's what I'm thinking, is maybe in a few weeks or a month or something. Maybe if you're free, you can go. If not, I need to go up there anyway. So I need to clean up I got to get on the roof and clean all the leaves off of it, and I got to clean the sticks out of the yard. And
You want to see your squirrels.
I do want to see. I'm watching the cameras. Hold on, let me show everybody. I got pictures.
He has pictures of the squirrels.
Let me not look right here, man. Squirrel, and I got to see the flag.
The
that
flag
says, "Hey, my bird feeder's empty," and it's got a squirrel on it. And then, hold on. And then we got a cardinal and the squirrel again right there. Cardinal over there. So yeah, I love the squirrels. But I need to get out there and try to clean up the house a little bit. It's getting a little rough. So you wouldn't recommend one of these?
Not if I was a traveling person.
Yeah. So if you were going to travel even remotely regularly.
Yeah. Within the state, I might.
Yeah. I think within the state would be fine.
Yeah. But not along.
No. I'm with you, and I hate to say that because I
know it's so fun to drive.
I genuinely love it. It's so fun. The buttons and all this, even the sounds. I like the sounds. It is fast. I mean, no joke. 670 horsepower, all-wheel drive, 0 to 60 in 3.3. Those are great numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But traveling is just
Yeah.
Well, I'll try it again after the update. Maybe things will get better. If so, great. I will be happy to come back and say, "Hey, man, this thing rocks." If not, I think I'm going to. I'm not going to be able to promote this to my audience and tell people this is a great deal because it's $65,000. Go buy yourself an old Escalade for $8,000.
Oh yeah.
Just drive that around.
Mm-hmm.
Also, kind of a fun fact: the gentleman told me they produced about 5,000 of these. That's it. You know how many they sold?
Limited production. How many did they sell?
2,100.
That's all.
And it's been a year. 2020. This is
That's
a 2024
why nobody knows
model.
what it is.
Right.
nobody knows because
Right.
they're not out.
They're number one, they almost don't exist in
Wow.
production numbers. And then secondly, the actual sales, they haven't even sold half of them. Less
This
than
is-
half in a year.
A year.
That's yeah. I do love the car. It's so much fun. It's comfortable. It's a great cruiser. Like, it's just
If you think with your heart, you love it. But
Yeah.
you think with your head, then
it makes no sense.
yeah.
And even without any of the issues, the cost of charging is
Yeah.
it's more than gas now.
It is.
I mean, seriously, we just did a side-by-side comparison between electric and gas, and it cost more to drive an electric car that's supposed to be cheaper than it costs to drive a big gas-guzzling Cadillac Escalade.
and longer to get there.
And by the way, the 6.2, they still use a 6.2 in Cadillac Escalades today.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know people are going to say that, but that's old. And now they have cylinder deactivation to help with fuel economy. You're actually going the wrong direction.
Right.
Because that's not helping your case. This is about as bad a fuel economy as it's going to get compared to today. It only gets better from there.
Yeah.
So if you had a new Escalade, it'd be even cheaper. Anyway, let's end this session.
Are you nervous about the next leg?
You know, don't you need to go to the bathroom?
I do.
I might just let this
See if it'll go to 101, 102%.
120%. We can stay here another 94 minutes, right?
Oh yeah, I'll
94
catch you in
minutes.
Oklahoma then. That's a long time.
Well, we're going to cut this here. I'll set you guys up for a little road trip. What's that called? The
Time lapse?
time lapse. See, I'm tired, man. I'm tired. We'll set you guys up for a cool little time lapse with the colors of the interior and everything. Mike will go to the bathroom and
Yeah.
we'll get on the road. And then if everything goes right, we will meet you guys back at the house. Otherwise, I'm going to meet you on the side of the road. And Mike's
Waiting
going to be
Just pass.
right on.
See ya.
He's like, I'm done. we're finished. All right, guys, let's do it. made it.
We survived. One of us got a little more rest than the other.
I got a little sleep on the way. I kind of hate to admit it.
That's kind of scary.
I woke up and it felt like I was on a roller coaster. Like it.
Wow.
It was scary.
Okay.
You know, I mean, you got to keep your hand on the wheel.
Yeah.
But like, I just fell asleep with my hand just on the.
How long were you out?
I don't know. I don't know.
I couldn't tell. I mean, I really couldn't. The car was just tracking perfectly.
It drives itself better than a Tesla. And it's not self-driving.
Yeah.
It's just a really good adaptive cruise control. Like, this thing was going through. I woke up. I didn't realize I'd fallen asleep, but I woke up and didn't realize what was happening at first. So when I opened my eyes, I thought I was on a roller coaster. So I was like, what? It took a second before I snapped back to it. I was like, oh my God. And then that little car that got up and hit the brakes, like it was going to pass me, then slammed on the brakes and paced me. It was a Ford Escape.
Yeah, watch out.
Yeah, it's like really, and then I got bored and this car was swerving all over the road and I went to pass them, then they sped up on me. I hate that.
Yeah.
When they're going slow and it's like, you won't pass. That's okay. I put it in drag mode, just click, click.
Yeah.
And then before I knew it, I was doing 120 miles an hour. It's now the new record, the fastest I've gone
there you go.
in this car. And then to my surprise, I thought, boy, Mike is gone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm probably not going to see him till we get back to the house. There you were. You popped up.
Right there.
Like maybe 10 minutes later.
Came over the hill. There you are.
I saw the headlights. I texted Mike. I said, how the hell did you catch up to me? How fast were you going?
I wasn't looking down. I don't know.
We're looking at the speedometer.
No,
Well, we know that the Charger was by the way, I have 5 miles left. No joke.
That's the lowest it's ever been, isn't it?
Well,
or did we get lower?
I was doing triple digit. I mean, Did
that cost you a lot of range?
Oh, a ton. So let me tell you something. We drove something like 70 miles and I had more range than when I started.
Because you were going slow.
I was going 60 and I turned off the air conditioning.
Okay.
I was trying to save. I wanted to have a 70-mile buffer. And once I got a 70-mile buffer, I went ahead and kicked it up to 80, which is the speed limit.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'm good. And then after a little bit of playing around, we almost didn't make it. Let me show them real quick.
5 miles.
Yeah, I think it's either 5 or 6. It's vehicle's ready. 4. I'm sorry.
4 whole miles.
4 miles of range, and the car now has 2,000. Vehicle speed limited. Cabin conditioning disabled. 2,427 miles. We drove 1,437.2 miles. Ow.
Oh. There you go. It just bit you.
I just put my finger in the door.
The car bit you. You made it mad.
So, man, this is a hell of a car, though. What a blast.
So the pluses, it is a heck of a car.
Yeah.
Powerful, smooth, cruiser.
Unique.
Yeah. Negatives, the whole range thing.
Charging thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's the thing. When I was going, if I was able to go 60 miles an hour and you turn off the air conditioner, which is inconvenient, this car would have gotten over 300 miles.
Okay.
I drove so far, and it had more range, but 6 miles more than when we started the trip, and I'd gone like 70 miles.
If you hadn't done that, you would not have made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're ever in a bad situation, turn off the climate control.
Yeah.
And just go 60, 55 or 60, and suddenly the range is pretty decent.
Yeah.
But you got to slow down.
But what's the fun of that in a car like this?
Well, getting to your destination without breaking down on the side of the road might be the fun part of it. So enough of the car. We've been on the road, Mike, for 16 hours again. Again. It's not a coincidence, I don't think. We left. It would have been in Oklahoma time. We left right around 9 a.m.
Yep.
And it is now 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So
That's
16
a long
hours.
time. 16 hours.
16 hours.
But a lot of that was waiting on the car to charge.
Yes, and finding chargers that
and
didn't
finding
work.
chargers.
And I still haven't been reimbursed. That money is still? Yeah, it's so, we'll see. This thing, on the other hand, I feel like it's sad because this car has gotten all the attention because it's the problem child. You know, it's like brothers, you know, where one of them's a troublemaker, the other one's the good kid, so you don't pay any attention to the good kid.
But this good kid is really good.
Do you like the Escalade?
I got more than half a tank again.
Wait, still?
Still, yes.
So we filled up. I mean, I know we charged up before we left Terre Haute, and we filled up before we left Terre Haute, but on the trip itself, you only needed filled up one time.
One time.
This thing, did we stop? It was 3 times on the way here?
3 or 4. I don't remember.
I thought it was 3.
Was it 3? It could be.
But because the last 2 times we went long, over 200 miles a piece.
Okay, yeah.
So I think that's over half a tank. What's the fuel economy? Did you see what the fuel economy was on
I think
this?
it's up to 17.
17.
I think I hit 17, I think.
Let's see. I don't even remember. It is.
Yeah, the top.
It's the 887 miles on a truck we've never seen before that was broken when we got it. 253 miles left. Almost 18, Mike.
Look at that.
And I see the TPMS light went out.
It's not the battery. It comes and goes. Yeah.
Yeah, the battery and the TPMS sensor's going out.
Yeah.
Well, so you like the Escalade. I got to get back in the light.
Yeah.
Oh, we're shadows out here.
Well, it's 1 a.m. and we're waking up the neighbors. So.
Yeah, you know. I'm going to have to get my car plugged in very quickly or it is not going to run anymore.
How long is your extension cord?
Well, I have to move the truck.
You got to move them?
I'm going to wait till you leave.
Okay.
And then I'll unload the Escalade.
Okay.
And then I'll move the Avalanche and then do all that. But the Charger did not do well again. And the Escalade did absolutely great.
Perfect.
Which makes me really happy because for at least a little while, I anticipate this being my, my work truck, my tow pig, and I'm going to get rid of everything else. And then maybe I'll use this for a little bit, sell it, and go do it again.
Before the wheels fall off.
Yeah, before the wheels fall off. I'm glad the wheels didn't fall off on you, Mike. Listen, everybody, big shout out and thank you to Monkey Wrench Mike.
It's a good trip.
Oh, this was a difficult one. 16 hours the second time, 18 hours the first time.
Yeah.
This was a brutal, and only 1 day in between. This was literally brutal. But I appreciate you coming with me. And if you guys enjoy the content, which everybody says that they do, then you ought to go over to Monkey Wrench Mike's channel and watch the Miserably saga unfold before your very eyes.
Saga is a good word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go check them out. I'll put a link below this video. And if you enjoyed this content, well, hell, we may do it again, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. Let us know you enjoy watching these videos. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.